Hi, this is Nawaz Singhania, welcoming all of you viewers to the Wedding Fit series, the one and only special show which prepares you to look your very best at the next wedding, which you committed to attend or be a part of. Just looking forward to a wedding, however, isn't good enough, especially when you're just not in good shape. In order to slip into those fancy outfits that you've been fantasizing about, whether it's an exotic embroidered lehenga, chania choli, designer sari, salwar, whatever it is, really, what is the point if they're being worn with the added accessory of excessive human flesh, kind of just hanging around your exposed midriff, or you've got stocky arms, big hips, thighs, most unattractive. The men too could be looking almost choked in those prince suits or those neckties. So really, why? Why would you want to suffer such a wardrobe malfunction when there totally is a way out? To just get fit? Wedding fit. So if you're the bride or the bridegroom, then please attend to yourself at least this once. You deserve it. Our wedding fitness regime will cover 3 definite aspects, which will contribute to cutting the calories and the weight in the stipulated countdown time to your D-Day. Firstly, fitness training regularly, the way that I, Nawaz Singhania, will guide you through the process. Secondly, skincare tips and treatments, which skin specialist Dr. Jamuna Pai will throw light on. And finally, nutritional guidance, which nutritional expert Luke Catino will share with us. So that's really ek, do and teen of us, equally excited to get you invitees all fit for the wedding, for Wedding Fit. So today we have a cardio dance routine for you, which means that you have different dance forms, internationally and nationally known dance forms. Let's start with our warm-up right now. You've got 4 knee flap outs starting on your right, then take it over to your left. Let's go. Left, turn out from the hip, right again. Left, backing you, a swing Charleston. Good, carry on, open it out, step touch, back touch. Legs being apart, hips end to end. Lift the elbows up and bend the knees, take it down. Super, twist down and up, lovely. Watch that on your way down, your knees don't cross your toes. Those with a knee problem, stay up a little higher, don't go down too low. And the swing Charleston again. Over to your hips, end to end again. Bend the legs though. Lift the elbows, take the load. 4 to go. Twist that down and up. Lovely, you're dancing, have fun with it. Keep it going. All right, let's do that again, but legs apart, 2 to your right. And up, repeat that, 2 to the right. And up. Now left. Take it down. All right, 4 knee flaps again. First move. Left. Open out more. Right again. And left. All right. Moving into a sole knee, sole tap. Right leg and left. Continue. Flip the knee in and out. Lean forward, push the hips back, up on your toes. Keep that going. Sole knee, sole taps again. Go. All right, twist that down and up again. Go. Carry on, watch the knee to toe alignment, yeah? Knees are not to cross your toes. Legs being apart, 2 to the right. And again. 2 to your left. 4 knee flaps again, first move. Left. Keep it going. To the end. Lovely. All right, super, well done. Since wedding seasons are all about being happy, out there, dancing, etc., keeping in line just with that, we're getting you in the mood. Continuing with dancing and burning off a lot of fat and inches, next we've got American pop for you. Starting up with your feet together, it's a hip shift, a double hip shift. Let's try this. A double lunge, side to side, lean in, low impact, or jump up for high. All right, a step touch and an inner leg lunge, shoulder shrug up. Good, nice and wide, open it out. Got to get that heart rate up, yeah? So expand, open. Carry on, one more, backing you now, feet together, 2 knee circles clockwise and a V step, open out, double hip, down and up, good. 2 feet up, double up, whack down. Put the same combo together, feet together, knee circle, V's, open out, double hip, down and up. Good, feet up, double it, whack down. Super, spin around, wide march, shoulders down and up. Good, press it out, right center, left center. Larger, elbows back. Repeating that combo, spin. Wide, shoulders down and up. Lovely, press out, right center, left center. With the elbows back. Super, putting that back together, feet together, 2 knee circles, V's, double hip, down and up, feet up, double it, whack. Same combo, feet together, knee circles, V's, doubles, down, up, feet up, double it, whack down. Nice, spin around. Wide march, shoulders down and up. Press that out, right center, left center. Good, more energy. Elbows back. And do that again, same combo. Press it out, go. Elbows back. Good. Back to the first move. Double hip, low impact, then jump off the floor for high impact. Back to low. A double lunge, low impact. Jump off the floor for higher impact. And back to low. Here comes a step tap lunge, inner leg. Shrug up. Super. Keep going. We've got that spin around combination coming up soon. Do it now. Press out. Elbows back. Nice. Do it again. Press it out. Elbows back. Super, back to the first move, double hip. Low impact on the floor and high impact off the floor. This way. Side double lunge, pulse it, low impact. Lean forward, protect your back that way. And high is off the floor. Step tap and lunge, go. Looking good, keep going. No stopping. Yeah? If you're getting tired, you can slow it down, cup the arms, but don't stop. Good. Back to a hip shift. Hold on. Low or high impact. Back to low impact. Side lunges, low impact on the floor and high impact off the floor this way. Step touch, lunge. Nice, work it right to the end. Keep going. Super. So the next one has a Bollywood feel to it. It'll help you out during your Sangeet dances. So starting up with 4 taps on your right leg along with a reach and pull. On the more complex parts of this routine, I'm going to back you so it's easier for you to just follow my leg work. Let's go. All right, backing you, Superman to the right, squat to the right, clock to the left, squat to your left. Nice, 4 knee flick outs, left, carry on. And 4 heel presses forward, right, low impact, left, or jump for high. Back to low impact. First move, reach, pull and tap. Lovely. Superman lift, squat to the right, clock to the left, and squat to the left. Backing you, point, pull back, reach, pull in. Good. Hip shift and chalk. Shoulders up and down, arms up in front, walk back. Lovely. Spin around quickly. Let's do that again. Point, pull back, reach, pull, hip shift, chalk. Shoulders up and down, arms in front, walk it up this time. Beckon up, 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 lovely. Just one large circle. Excellent. 3-point pivots. Point press, cross up, hands up, single pulls on the right. Double it, single it, double it. Same combo, do it again. Point press, cross, arms up, single it, double up, single, double, back to the top, pull. Ready for the Superman move. Squat, clock to the left, squat to the left. Nice, 4 knee flicks again, go out. Larger, open from the hip. Heel presses, 4 up, left. Good jump for high if you like. Combo, point, pull back, reach, pull. Nice, hip shift, chuck. Shoulders up and down, arms in front to walk back, beckon it. Quick spin around. Do it again, same combo. And a slow turn around. Lovely. 3 spins, take it. Point press, cross, arms up, singles, double up, and single, double it. Same combo, do it again. Nice, keep going. All right, first move, tap, pull. Knee flicks out first. Good, and the Superman lift, same combo. Knee flicks once again, 4 of them. Tap and pull. Heel press. Jump for high impact. Excellent, really well done there. So So now that you've worked out really hard, it's time to get your heart rate back down to pre-exercise levels and just cool off. Let's go. Starting up with your right leg, it's a tap to your side and a cross back, but you're light on both feet. Okay? Once you've got the legs, add in the arms. So let's go. Let's go. Tap and back. Light on both feet here. Arms go in flow, as in whatever naturally happens. 2 more and over to your left. Go. Two more followed by grapevines, end to end. Let's do it. Right and left. Good. Large circles on the arms and a little push out on the end. Keep going. Try and lean over in the direction of travel, so you don't really have to work hard with this. The body weight does it all for you. Okay, right leg moving over the top to your left. Go and back in place. Standing leg is a little bit wobbly or a little bit soft. Bend and straighten it out. Your arms in flow. Take that to your left leg now. Keep it going. Remember, standing leg is a bit soft, yeah? Bend and straighten, in other words. Okay, a step kick and change legs. Go. Other leg. That's it. Keep going. Flow on the arms once you've got the legs. All your cool down moves are necessarily small because you're just cooling down. Cardio moves, on the other hand, which you did earlier in the main workout, are large. First move, tap to the side and back. Good, but light on the left foot too. Bring it off the floor. One more to go and then your left leg. Go. To the end. Nice. Jamuna is right here, looking her natural, radiant, beautiful self. The best advertisement ever, really, for the skin magic which she creates. So those of you who have received or sent out wedding invites, watch and hear her very closely, as it's on rare occasions such as these when she presents on camera such an exclusive and effective wedding fit formula. So Jamuna, at this point in time when we're running around trying to get ready for the wedding, there's a lot happening. There is perforce lack of sleep, lack of rest, not the greatest nutrition, etc. And we're trying to make do. Plus at this point in time when everybody's trying to give us so much free advice as to how to make the skin look better and glow, and you're so confused what's right, what's wrong. We are invariably suffering dark circles and puffy eyes, and that ruins many a good photograph.
Yes.
So is there anything that you can do to rescue us in that department of dark circles and puffy eyes?
Now, dark circles, it is partly there, mostly it is genetic, but at such times when we are very stressed, lack of sleep, dehydrated skin because of lack of water and everything else that goes with it, it gets darker. Now, what are we going to do about it? The genetic part we can't help too much, but otherwise how can we lighten in order to make her comfortable? Sometimes the darkness can be because of nutritional deficiencies, like if the hemoglobin is low. There are other things that if they are low, you'll get tiny capillaries burst, because if you see, if the skin is light and transparent, you can see a network of blood vessels there. So they leave little bit of pigment there, and that increases the darkening. So there are various ways that you can. We treat puffiness and darkening as two separate things, because I'll quickly run through.
Sure.
So darkness of the eyes, you can use any lightening agent that you find in the kitchen, so it becomes easier, but not overdo it and not do it every day. Maybe every second day, third night, you can just apply, or during the day also. like I said, so many things. Anything that is sour. It could be curd, it could be lime juice, it could be crushed orange, it could be any of these sour fruit. You add a little lactic acid in it, okay? You can add a little to hydrate, because you know that this skin is the driest. When it is dry, makeup looks crinkled in that area after some time. So in order to hydrate it, you can use some milk cream, not too much of it. Make a nice paste, apply under the eyes. You can use, people say, what about used tea bags which are, you know, freeze? We must have heard it so often. Used tea bags which are frozen, and then you keep it on. One is the cooling effect, and caffeine in the tea bags has a way of constricting the blood vessels. So all the dilated blood vessels which are contributing to the darkness, you will see that it's helping. These are tiny ways, of course, of trying and reducing the darkness. Where puffiness of the eyes is concerned, the bags, it's a fat herniation. So this fat bulges out whenever you're smiling. In the morning it is the worst, because the water that is kind of loosely there in the body goes to the spongiest area. So if you're lying down flat, it goes and settles there. So in the morning when you wake up, this is the heaviest, you know, most puffy. And then during the day when you're standing and going around, you see that the water redistributes, and you find that by evening or late afternoon, there are people who shoot, they choose the second shift and the third shift because by afternoon. Otherwise, another easy method is that you take ice, and then that is again for constriction. You take ice, and sometimes I've seen, in movies I've seen, that they put that bin full of ice cubes and put their face in that. And the second one is, take 2 pillows. I mean, you don't sleep flat for the same reason that I told you. You recline with your head a little higher, so that the water does not collect there. So in the morning it's not such a bad situation. Okay. Another thing to remember is that you reduce the salt intake quite a bit. In any case, you don't want to bloat before your wedding. So it helps overall, but more so in the under eye area. And if you are having bags under the eyes, water retention there can make them very puffy. And third, not the least though, is that don't apply any thick cream under the eyes overnight, because they tend to make it very puffy in the morning. So these are some tips.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you.
You're welcome.
The training in skincare may take care of toning the body and freshening up its look. But what about declaring the final war on weight? So this is achievable only if a perfect nutritional plan is well in place, which renowned nutritionist Luke Coutinho is prepared for us. Let's hear him out. So Luke, your experience with dulhas, dulhans, their families and friends must be pretty exasperating at times. How do you deal with such situations? There's a lot of obstinacy to obesity when it comes to being out there and being entertained by our in-laws. There's a lot of food constantly, and you're being forced to eat things that you don't want to. People get very offended if you don't, and this is always a problem. You don't want to offend your potential in-laws, but you don't want to end up looking like a tub either. So how does one go about balancing this? Could you shed some light?
Absolutely. So I tell all my clients firstly to eat before they go for a function. So internally they don't feel hungry. And I always say things in moderation. Having a little bit of everything is okay. You know, you don't have to carry your food from home to a party, because like you rightly said, you're going to offend your in-laws or whoever it is. So you can be very selective of what you take. And I think, I mean, a personal trick which I tell all my clients, you engage them in a conversation so they're not looking in your plate. So you could be nibbling at the same little thing over and over again and holding conversation, changing from one group to another. And that's how you manage it. But then there are tricks after that, in case you've been unable to escape the extra roti or the extra, you know, portion of food that they put into your plate. We need to understand that you put on weight when you don't digest what you've eaten. So post going home, you still have a lot that you can do and control. So most of that food will make you acidic, which means your body is unable to break it down the way food should be digested. So you make your body alkaline. Again, you have your lemon water or you have apple cider vinegar. These are quick tips, you know, when you ingest this mixed with water, it makes your body alkaline. What I mean by this is your body is able to digest and break down the fat effectively. Now, another tip that I have in that lemon water, if you can get a little bit of Sri Lankan rolled cinnamon, That's all over our country because cinnamon doesn't allow your sugar levels to rise too quickly. So you could have an ice cream and it will not impact your weight at all. If you balance the acid alkaline levels, a little bit of cinnamon so that your blood sugar levels don't rise too fast.
Very, very handy tips. I'm sure they'll come to great use. Thank you.
Okay.
So that brings us to the end of our triple training table, comprising of working on your body, skin and palate. The 5-week Wedding Fit Countdown has a very addictive effect on you. Follow us week after week for 5 weeks and you'll soon be looking at a brand new you in the mirror. Only if you're willing to say, Kabul hai, and accept our offer to get you fit, really wedding fit. This is Nawaz Singhania, welcoming all of you viewers to the Wedding Fit series. Left, turn out from the hip, right again. Left, backing you, a swing Charleston. Good, carry on, open it out, step touch, back touch. A double lunge, side to side, lean in, low impact, or jump up for high. All right, a step touch and an inner leg lunge, shoulder shrug up. Good, nice and wide, open it out. Got to get that heart rate up, yeah? So expand, open. Tap and back. Lighten both feet here. Arms go in flow, as in whatever naturally happens.
It could be curd, it could be lime juice, it could be crushed orange, it could be any of these sour fruit. You add a little lactic acid in it, okay? You can add a little to hydrate because you know that this skin is the driest. When it is dry, makeup looks crinkled in that area after some time. So in order to hydrate it, you can use some milk cream, not too much of it. Make a nice paste, apply under the eyes.
We need to understand that you put on weight when you don't digest what you've eaten. So post going home, you still have a lot that you can do and control. So most of that food will make you acidic, which means your body is unable to break it down the way food should be digested. So you make your body alkaline. Again, you have your lemon water or you have apple cider vinegar. These are quick tips, you know, when you ingest this mixed with water, it makes your body alkaline. What I mean by this is your body is able to digest and break down the fat effectively.